Ain't nobody going to jail at Florida A&M, but I still don't understand what they're doing. So today the board of trustees had a meeting, y'all. Talk about this debacle, this $237 million fake-ass gift that came their way. And so what the board decided, first of all, during the meeting, it was about almost a 2-hour Zoom call, President Larry, the president of the university, he apologized for what happened. Y'all got the apology? Play it, please.
Board of Trustees for allowing me to address you regarding the proposed gift from Mr. Gregory Gerami. Let me begin by stating that as president of Florida A&M University, I take full responsibility for this matter and the ensuing fallout. I apologize to this board, the Foundation Board of Directors, our students and their families, our faculty, staff, alumni, and friends who have worked so hard with us over the past several years to elevate Florida A&M University to its current status as the #1 public HBCU and the rank of 91 in national public institutions in America, according to U.S. News and World Report. It is because of you and a dedicated and committed team of individuals who come to work every day to tend to the welfare of our students and perform their work consistent with our core values of accountability, inclusion, innovation, and integrity. And to our donors whose generosity has led to new levels of fundraising and enabling the university to further support our mission, enhance student success outcomes, and so much more, please know that FAMU is still a sure bet when it comes to stewardship of those funds you provided us, and without question, they will be directed to the programs and special initiatives that you intended to support. Your investments have made and will continue to yield positive outcomes for many years for Florida A&M University. To the governor, the Florida legislature, the board of governors, and state university system chancellor and staff, we're extremely proud of being a part of the #1 state for higher education in America and gratefully acknowledge your vision and substantial investments that help make FAMU a place where students' lives are transformed and endless possibilities created, as indicated by FAMU being ranked 21st in the nation among national universities with regards to social mobility. Thank you. I must admit that missteps were made in the manner that we handled the proposed gift from Mrs. Gerami. It is my belief that with the guidance of this board, we will arrive at a process much more transparent when it comes to such large gifts in the future. I saw in this unprecedented gift the potential to serve our students and our athletic programs in ways unimaginable at that time. It would truly be transformational, I believe. I wanted it to be real and ignored some warning signs along the way. There was no personal gain, but the impact on our students and our university would have been extraordinary. However, last Wednesday, I received information suggesting that all was not what it appeared. I immediately contacted Chair Hopper and VP Dr. Friday Stroud and informed them that the engagement with Mr. Gerami should cease, and we all agreed. For the record, I must note that I did not inform Chair Hopper of the gift, nor did I inform Chair LeBou of the Foundation Board of Directors, the chair of the Foundation Board of Directors, prior to the commencement program on Saturday, May the 4th. I owe a sincere apology to Chair Hopper, who happened to be at commencement and was asked to pose for pictures with Mr. Gerami, not knowing about this whole event or affair. It was reported, by the way, in error, that she knew of the plans, that she did not. My oversight is in no way a reflection of her integrity and diligence. I was determined to honor a non-disclosure agreement that, if violated, I thought would jeopardize this transformational donation. The public announcement at commencement was premature at best, and I apologize to all who witnessed it and shared their joy and jubilation in the Lawson Center and in places through which the ceremony was streamed. In a gesture of good faith and accountability, Dr. Shante Friday Stroud, our Vice President for Advancement and the Executive Director of the Foundation, has decided to step down from her advancement role to focus on her duties at the School of Business and Industry. I've accepted her resignation, and I am thankful for her excellent work in boosting our fundraising to new heights. Her decision shows her dedication to transparency as we move forward. In the meantime, Dr. Donald Palm, our Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer, will serve as Interim Vice President for Advancement while discussions are underway as we speak with the Association of Governing Boards, AGPE, for a longer-term interim. We will then look at a new full-time dedicated Vice President of Advancement as we review our processes, working closely with this board and the FAMU Foundation Board of Directors. I thank all of you for your commitments to this institution. Our motto has long been excellence for caring, and we will continue to pursue excellence in all that we do here at Florida A&M University. Thank you, Madam Chair. Members of the board, that conclude my remarks.
So what the board then did was they voted to hire an outside group to get to the bottom of what happened in this whole thing. Okay, I'm sorry. This is completely dumb to me. First of all, there have been numerous news stories that have laid out that there were a limited number of people who were involved in this. Why do you need to hire an outside agency to spend money to produce a report to figure out what happened here? Hell, that's real damn easy. That's literally to sit here and say, President Robinson, when did you first get a phone call or contact from this Gerami individual? Okay, Stroud. Who else has been involved in this? Can you name all the people who were involved in this discussion? Oh, NDA. Okay, please provide the NDA. Who signed it? I mean, you could go on and on and on. And even during the whole meeting, the board chair, y'all put the board trustees up. Y'all had the graphic up. I'm going to put it up. The board trustee, during the meeting, she talked about Kristen, how she was there to take a photo. She had no idea about it. So why was her name on one of the documents as a witness when the deal was signed? I'm not signing the damn thing as a witness if I don't know nothing about the damn deal. See, all this stuff makes no sense to me. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I sat there and I had numerous board members, transparency and accountability and using all the wonderful, great big words. But this is very simple. That is who, what, where, when, how, why. And you heard the president say the VP resigned. She had 3 jobs. She was the VP, she was executive director of the FAMU Foundation, and was dean of the business school. Okay, they ain't the only head needs to roll. And I'm not sure that that's enough resigning from one of those jobs. I'm telling you right now, several people need to go. When you embarrass your university like this, you gotta go. When you make your university look like an idiot to the world, you gotta go. And if for President Robinson to sit here and say, well, you know, some mistakes were made, dude, you were told that there were some discrepancies and you still said move forward with allowing this person to be the commencement speaker. I don't get it. And I'm telling you, Rebecca, FAMU folks can say, well, you know what, this is just our business. No. This impacts beyond FAMU and other HBCUs in the state and across the country. And if you couldn't do a basic Google search, and I understand, I asked questions last time saying, where was the general counsel? My understanding, the general counsel wasn't involved in this. What does that tell you that you have somebody who's trying to give you a $237 million gift who you have no knowledge about, who you have no relationship with? This is not like the white woman at Spelman who gave $100 million to her and her husband. She's been on the board damn near 30 years. They've given millions before. So that's a long-standing relationship. This dude came out of the blue in Texas. I get, Jolanda, you there in Houston. If this dude calls you up and say, hey, Representative Jones, I want to give $100 million to Texas Southern University, and I'm the biggest black hemp farmer in the state of Texas, 7,000 employees, you probably going to say, when can I come by your office? They never even, that boy gave an interview where he said, well, folks can find my corporate office. They didn't even know. If somebody come to you with so-called $237 million in stock, I'm gonna need to see your operation.
Oh, absolutely.
They didn't even do that. They didn't even pull up when he tried to give $95 million to Coastal Carolina and the deal fell through. They didn't even do that. And it was out there. They could have Googled that shit. It's crazy to me. And well, let's hire an outside firm. So y'all gonna waste more money to do what people have already done in 15 minutes on Google? Jelana, go ahead with your comment.
So this is what I'm saying. If somebody wants to give you that large a gift, which I believe would have been the largest gift to an HBCU, you've got to understand that you are representing all HBUs, quite frankly. People are going to judge other HBUs based on how you do this. So I'm going to call them in. I'm going to have my general counsel there, even though I happen to be a lawyer. You stupid if you're your own lawyer. I'm going to want to know the source of the funds. I want to know if you're a legitimate person, because people are going to scrutinize a gift of this size. They just are. And for the board not to know, or I don't know, did they know? Because Roland.
No, board didn't know. Board had no idea. The foundation had no idea. The president said, I was abide by NDA. Yeah, just because you sign an NDA don't mean you don't talk to your bosses.
And if you have an NDA, if there's a valid NDA, why did he bring it up at the commencement? Right? You got to ask those questions. And so I think it's a very bad look for HBCUs. And I agree with you, Roland. A bunch of heads need to roll. And because clearly there's a system in place at FAMU that doesn't know how to vet, I guess, legitimate donations or not. And we don't know that. So I hate that it happened. I hate it especially. It's sort of like when we realized that the DC shooter was black. We were like, damn, when we start shooting people like that, right? Because that's normally not what we do. If we get the opportunity to be the first of something with a donation like this, we need to make sure we have all the people in the room. How's the money going to be spent? How's it going to be allocated? How much do we get each year?
Oh, no. They did all that. Here's the thing. They had this whole thing laid out how it's going to be spent over the 10 years. That ain't the problem. The man said, I'm going to give y'all $237,750,000 in stock in my company, and I'm valuing the 14 million shares at $15.85. First thing I'm saying is, where your company? I need to see it. Don't send me some paperwork that you sent. I ain't trusting that. What the heck? They literally accepted on face value everything that man said and sent, and nobody looked. The man had an issue with domestic violence against his ex-wife.
Exactly.
He got all that's public record. They didn't even do a basic public record search on this dude.
But Roland, the value of stock can fall.
No,
the value of stock,
not even the value of stock can fall. That shit could have been some penny stocks. That could.
That's exactly my point. What is the value?
It could have been a fake company, which we now know it is.
So that's exactly my point. Basic things that people could have looked up, they didn't. If you've ever, people lose big in the stock market. The stock market is designed for most people to lose.
But here's the whole deal.
Like going to a casino.
I could understand if it's real stock. It wasn't even real stock, Rebecca. It's a fictitious company. They got fictitious stocks in a fictitious company, and nobody had the common sense to say, can we pay a visit to his corporate office so we can actually see for ourselves? He claimed he got 7,000 contract workers. Rebecca, Jolanda's there in Houston. I'm from Houston. There's no way in hell you could be a 30-year-old black man who is the most successful hemp farmer in Texas, and nobody else black know. In fact, if you Florida A&M, you should have said, hold on. Texas Southern University, y'all ever heard this dude? Nope. Okay. Prairie A&M University, y'all ever heard of this dude? Okay. Houston Tillerson, y'all are in Austin. Y'all ever heard of this dude? No. Paul Quinn. Y'all are in Dallas. Y'all ever heard of this dude? No. Okay. Wiley College. Have y'all ever heard of this dude? They could have called how this boy from Texas, and he called Florida he's supposedly based in Austin. It's a black college on the other side of the freeway. But he called Florida A&M. He skipped over every black college in Texas to call Florida A&M. And nobody in Florida A&M thought to call the HBCUs in Texas and said, have y'all ever heard of Gregory Gerami, a 30-year-old hemp farmer who claims that he wants to give us $237 million? Rebecca, go ahead. I can't. Go on.
So here's the thing. This is not an HBCU issue. This is a FAMU issue. And it pains me to say that. I have a lot of friends who are part of the FAMU, right? But this is embarrassing for them. I mean, I work with high value donors all the time. And whenever my organization, other organizations that I've been a part of have received large gifts, and $237 million is a large gift, there is a third-party intermediary that's a part of that conversation, because even when it comes time to transfer either the stocks or to transfer the actual money, it's not just you talking to the principal and then that's it. There's teams, and for a gift that large, even the donor will have attorneys, financiers, assistants. There are other people in this process. It's not just someone just showing up either by Zoom, or I don't even know if it was an in-person meeting with FAMU. So it's very disconcerting that FAMU failed for the banana in the tailpipe. I don't understand how this happens. And then when I Googled him, I know it's wrong to judge a book by its cover, but when I Googled him and saw his picture, my immediately thought was, I know you effing lying.
Girl,
are you serious?
Girl, listen. When FAMU posted that photo, then they took everything down. When they posted that photo, I saw him in them sharecropper boots. I was like, boy, that's how.
Right. You mean to tell me Ebony, Black Enterprise, you're trying to tell me all of these Black magazines don't have him on the cover, talking about how he is the youngest multi-millionaire self-made in this country? So this is not a story. He would not have been on the Breakfast Club. He would not have been featured in the Griot. There's so many other steps. We would have known if he was worth that much.
Hold up. We ain't even talking Black Enterprise.
The Shade Room.
Not now. Black newspaper in Texas, because he ain't real. First of all, I'm sorry. I know appearances are not everything, but ain't no way in hell. Now, I done 22 commencements. Ain't no way in hell somebody rolling up to my commencement dressed like this and trying to convince me they ass got me.
And for all those who say, why?
I'm sorry, I ain't
in the same jeans.
I'm not dissing farmers. I'm not dissing black cowboys. All I'm saying is you gotta have some common sense. If somebody called out the blue, I mean, nobody Googled, and they said the vetting process was 6 months. What y'all do for 6 months? When people found this stuff out in 20 minutes. Okay. Y'all done? I'm sorry.
Roland, Look, I know that we see pictures of white billionaires who are just walking around with dirty jeans and wear the same black t-shirt every single day. I get it, but let's just take a step back. Let's think about how Black folks do things. This isn't about white billionaires or white high value people. Black people still do things a certain way.
Yeah.
And whether or not you are a high value, you don't show up like
We ain't coming to
that's
convention
not
with
saying-
some Wranglers.
Right, and that's not saying that you
that
have to
absolutely
be.
don't look clean.
We ain't doing that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you have to be in designer gear from head to toe.
No, we ain't
I'm not
doing it.
saying that there has to be name brand, but
We
you
ain't
do
doing it.
not
I
present
actually
like
think
that.
the
I'm
whole
just saying.
board should go.
Listen, I'm sorry. Look, the board of trustees voted some outside firm. No, y'all, this literally, see, this is crazy to me. If I'm on the board, no. And it was only a handful of people. Hell, they could have interviewed all them people today. They could have interviewed all 5 or 6 people today, and you ain't got to waste another month or whatever the hell. So that's just dumb to me. All right.
I wanted the people of Baltimore to hear it from me. I have done nothing wrong.
Prosecutor for the people. But I see that what you are trying to do is destroy this black woman for doing her job.
I have heard your calls for no justice, no peace. However, your peace is sincerely needed as I work to deliver justice on behalf of Freddie Gray.
Maryland was a force to be reckoned with. I was assuming this is all because of Freddie Gray, but it actually is much deeper than that.
Baltimore's top prosecutor, a woman named Marilyn Mosby, was indicted yesterday in the Eastern District of Maryland for perjury. Couldn't help but think about Donald Trump.
This is what you got to deal with when you are a black woman fighting for just causes in America.
Yeah, but just taking on the police, period. She's stepping on their toes.
They want to cross her out of the system so she can't stand up for the preacher. Reached in the pool and grabbed me and pulled me out.
Imagine if this were you. You would want people to stand in your corner.
I lost my car. I lost my job. I lost my marriage. And I almost lost my mind for a little while.
There's just so much right now, Lord, and I'm just saying, why are you putting all of this on me? I'm about to break.